Dear students, in the previous video, we started with second chapter in statistics, that is collection of data, and we discussed a few concepts. We learned the key terms used in collection of data, the sources of data, that is primary and secondary data, the surveys, what are the different types of surveys, and questionnaire, types of questions, open-ended versus closed-ended questions. So till that we have completed. In this session we are going to learn about census or complete enumeration and sample survey in detail, and mode of collection, different mode of collection, each mode of collection advantage and disadvantages. Let's begin today's session with mode of data collection. You would have come across a television show in which reporters ask questions from children, housewives, or general public regarding their examination performance or a brand of a soap or political party. So the purpose of asking questions is to do a survey for a collection of data. Why do the reporters ask questions? Just to collect the data. So there are three basic ways of collecting data. One is personal interviews, the other one is mailing surveys, and the third one is telephone interviews. Now let's begin with the first type of data collection, that is personal interview. In this method, the investigator conducts interview with the respondents and obtain required information. Personally, he will go and interview the person, collect the data. There are two types of interview. One is direct personal interview, the other one is indirect personal interview. Direct personal interview means the investigator conducts face-to-face interview with the respondent. So in the TV shows we can see this type of direct personal interview. In many shows the investigator keep on asking questions from the famous personalities and collect the data. So this is called direct personal interview. Whereas indirect personal interview, here the data is collected by interviewing third person who are directly or indirectly concerned with the subject matter of inquiry. So they are witness to the situation. Personal interviews are preferred due to various reasons. So there are few advantages of personal interview. The first one is personal contact is made between respondent and the interviewer. Okay, so personally they can go and contact without any intermediary. The interviewer has the opportunity of explaining the study and answering any query of respondent. Suppose if you want to explain anything to the respondent, the interviewer can explain everything clearly. Okay, so he is going in person and asking the questions, so he can help out the respondent. Suppose if the respondent needs extra information, the interviewer has the opportunity of explaining the study and answering any query of respondents. So the interviewer can request the respondent to expand on answers and that are particularly important. Okay, so he can even ask the interviewer can expand the answers given by the respondent. The other advantage of a personal interview is misinterpretation and misunderstanding can be avoided. Since the interviewer going and collecting the data in person, so misunderstanding can be avoided. Then moreover, watching the reactions of respondents can be provided with supplementary information. So he can see the reaction of the respondent, whether he is saying the truth or whether he is giving false answer. Like that we can see the reaction, whether he is willing or not willing. So these things also treated as advantages of personal interview. But the personal interview have disadvantage also. So all the mode of collection have both advantage as well as disadvantage. Here personal interview has some demerits. It is very expensive as it requires trained interviewers. So all cannot go and ask questions. So training is very essential. So that is one of the demerit. Then it takes longer time to complete the survey. Few may hesitate to answer in person. Okay, so since they may feel shy to answer few questions directly, so they may hesitate to answer. So these are few demerits of personal interview. Now let's see the merits and demerits in a short form. Here are the advantage and disadvantage of personal interview in a simple way. So advantage of personal interview are high degree of originality. So here the high degree of originality means we can believe the information. Okay, so whatever the information given by the respondent can be truthful because he went and interviewed personally. So disadvantage is costly and time consuming. Okay, so since he is going in person and collecting data, it takes more time as well as very costly also. Here the information is reliable, so the data collected is truthful, so we can believe the data collected. And the disadvantages cannot be used where area of study is large. Suppose if they want to collect data from many people, nearly 1 crore people they want to collect the data, it's really practically not possible, it's very difficult. So in that case personal interview is not possible. Easy to administer and highly, this is one of the advantage of a personal interview, we can administer, okay, check whether it is correct or not. Whereas the disadvantage is highly prone to personal biasness. So sometimes the data collected can influence the respondent. Okay, what he wants they will be asking in such a way to answer. Okay, so this leads to bias. Okay, wrongly predicted. The fourth advantage is elastic method, as necessary adjustment in the set of questions can be made. So elastic method means based on the situation the adjustment of questions is possible in the personal interview. But the disadvantage is it requires the investigator to be skilled and trained. So lot of training and skill is required for personal interview. These are the advantage and disadvantage of personal interview. The next mode of data collection is through telephone interview. In this method, the investigator asks questions over the telephone. It also has few merits and demerits. So this is cheaper and takes shorter time. Since they are making a call and asking the questions, so this survey will be very cheaper and takes shorter time. And the other advantages are they allow researcher to assist respondents by clarifying questions. Then and there they can clarify questions through the telephone itself. Then it is helpful where respondents are reluctant to answer in the personal interview. So that is in personal interview they may feel shy to answer directly. So here the unknown person, so they can easily speak to the person. The reluctant type of questions can be easily answered in telephone interview. One of the demerit of telephone interview is abstract visual reaction. That is, we cannot see the respondents' reaction visually. Okay, since they are asking the questions only in the telephone, the reactions cannot be seen visually. The other one is excludes the population who are not having telephone connection. But nowadays everyone have telephone, mobile. Without mobile no one is there. Okay, so anyway, suppose if they don't have telephone, the interview is not possible. So that is one of the demerit. The third mode of data collection is mailing questionnaire. Okay, questionnaire can be mailed. So in this method the required data collected by mail. The questionnaire is sent to each respondent by mail, which requests to complete and return it by a given date. So within a specified date they have to complete the questionnaire and send back. Here too there are advantage as well as disadvantage. First let's see the advantages. The advantage is it is less expensive. Okay, so since just mailing here does not refer to email or Gmail. Here mailing refers to posting through post office. Okay, so this is less expensive when compared to telephone interview as well as personal interview. then allows access to researchers in remote areas. So remote areas means like villages, those who cannot access these places also is possible to do the survey. And it allows the respondents to take sufficient time to answer. Since we are sending the mail, so the mail will be with them, the letter questionnaire will be with them, so they can take their own time to fill up the questionnaire. So that is also one of the merits or advantage of mailing questionnaire. The disadvantages of data collection are possibility of misunderstanding the questions. That is, while reading the question, they may think or misunderstand in another way. So that is possible in the mail questionnaire. So this is one of the demerit. Then produces low response rate. Few doesn't like to respond. Just they simply leave the questionnaire. They are not willing. They won't have the willingness to fill up the questionnaire. And one more main demerit of mailing questionnaire is data are not reliable. So we cannot believe that whether the data is filled by that particular person or someone else. So it may not be true also. So these are the demerits of mailing questionnaire. Now after the collection of data, we can collect the data using the three ways also. Any one way the interviewer can select and start collecting the data using the questionnaire. After collection of data, what the interviewer has to do means, first he has to do a trial. He can do a tryout with a small group which is known as pilot survey. So it is also named as pre-testing of the questionnaire. So the pilot survey helps in providing a preliminary idea about the survey. Preliminary idea means the idea for how the reaction or how the people will feel. So that is possible using this pilot survey. It helps in pre-testing of the questionnaire so as to know the shortcomings and drawbacks. So we can come to know the demerits of the questions. So where we have to correct, something like that. Pilot survey also helps in assessing the suitability of questions, clarity of instructions, performance of enumerators, and the cost and the time involved in the actual survey. So whatever the things to be tested, everything can be tested using the pilot survey. The best example for the pilot survey, we can say now at present you people are filling the Google forms. So we teachers, what we will do is, first as a trial we will answer and we'll check whether all the questions coming out well or not. Only then we will be sending the link to the students. So Google Forms is one of the example we can have it as for a pilot survey or pre-testing. Let's have summary of all three modes of data collection. The three main mode of data collection are personal interview, telephone interview, and mail survey. Now newly they have introduced one more, internet survey. So nowadays this becomes normal in many surveys. They have started to survey using internet. So we shall see the merits and demerits again in each and every type of survey. The first one is personal interview. So the main advantage of personal interview are easier to get people to respond. So it is very easy for them to respond, easier and easy to administer. So main two advantages given. Then what are the disadvantage of personal interview? It's expensive and takes lot of time. As they are going in person and asking, it takes time. The second mode of data collection is telephone interview. The main advantages are it's quick, efficient and inexpensive. The demerits of telephone interview are limited by do not call registry. So few members will not be willing to and they will not be willing and cooperate for the survey. So very limited responses only possible. We cannot get data from everyone. And the other advantage is people are irritated by unwanted calls. So they don't like to answer the unwanted calls. Okay, so these are the two disadvantages of telephone interview. The next one is mail survey. The advantages are it is inexpensive. So it is very cheap. Next is reaches large areas. So even we can send to remote areas, that is villages. So it reaches everyone. Then respondents find them less intrusive. Intrusive means unwanted, so they find less unwanted. Okay, so they are willing to answer the mail. The disadvantages of mail survey are successful response rate is only 10%. So many are not ready to respond. So only 10% of people respond. Now we shall see the latest survey, that is internet survey. So the internet survey, I think you are familiar with all the internet survey. So the advantages are quick automatic data entry. See now how you are filling the Google forms. So here the questionnaire also will be in such a type only. Then allows for real time data collection, multiple choice and open-ended questions. So for all type of questions, this internet survey is very much helpful. So these are the advantages of internet survey. Each and every survey has its own merits and demerits. Likewise, internet survey also has demerits. That is, it is limited to people with internet access. So those who don't have internet access, they cannot use this internet survey. Okay, but and many people dislike receiving uninvited surveys. Okay, they doesn't like replying for the unknown person or something. Okay, so this is also considered as one of the demerit. Hope in this video we learnt only about the mode of data collection. We learnt 3 mode of data collection, that is personal interview, telephone interview, mail survey. Extra we learnt internet survey, which is not in your book, but nowadays this also can be included. Hope you understood all the concept. Still, if you have any doubt, you can clarify with me. Thank you. Have a great day.